Hi everyone, so today I'm going to show you taking out the bacteria cellulose. This bacteria cellulose has been growing for about 9 days, and it is the first batch I showed you from the butterfly blue pea tea, so this tea here. So we've been growing it with this tea and the sugar in our normal mixture that's in our recipe book. In that recipe. The difference is that when I showed you in earlier videos at growing, it was very, very bubbly and I wasn't too sure of the reaction, wasn't very happy with it. And we have already harvested that piece, and this is a second piece growing from the same original liquid with no more food substitute, and I'm really happy because it's really smooth and beautiful fabric. So I'm also going to suggest that you at least try that off one of your first batches, is to grow again straight away after you've harvested. So I'm going to lift it up now and let's have a look at it. So now it's okay to move it because you know, we're gonna harvest off it. So you'll see it was the same one I've showed you before because I spilt butterfly pea tea on my muslin, and I'm going to use a glove to pick it out because what I'm going to try doing is again grow off the same substrate liquid. So I'm going to see just how much growth I could get off it without feeding it anymore. Perhaps I'll give it a little feed after this, but I want to use a glove to harvest it so that I can continue to use the substrate liquid that's in here. So I'm going to attempt to, because we're going to harvest it anyway, I'm going to attempt to show you what it's like on the top of the liquid. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see that. Let me come around here a bit and see when you're able to see it. So, so this here is a really beautiful, shiny, I'm going to lift it up in a minute so you can see it too. I'm just so happy with it. So I really wanted to encourage you to use your same substrate liquid. So let me get a glove on and see if I can show you it a little bit better. It's just so beautiful. So it is smooth and shiny. There is not one bubble part in sight. It's just looking absolutely beautiful. I'm so pleased with it. So I'm going to really encourage you to grow at least one more off your harvest. And the liquid's smelling a little bit vinegary, so I'm going to test my pH and presume that to add a little bit more tea this time and sugar. But yeah, I'm really impressed at the smooth and shininess of this new fabric. So I'm going to grab a bowl, and this is the process where we're going to harvest our bacteria cellulose. So I'm going to do the process that's in our recipe book, which involves washing up the cellulose. It's quite a nice color too. I'm really impressed. It's a really once I've got it out, I'll show you a bit more because then we won't be touching the same liquid. So just let me move this out of the way. There. And then we can have a little bit more of an explore without the glove and see what we're looking at here. But yeah, I'm really, really, really pleased. So it's just lovely and smooth and shiny. Let's see if I can hold it up a bit more to the light and you can see. So it's a lovely size off that piece as well. I do have some little bit of growth going on underneath, some little pieces. I think it's possibly, I moved it the other day when the cleaner came, and it's possibly tried to grow another little layer, so I'm going to be really careful about how I pull those bits off so I don't wreck my beautiful shiny fabric. And it's a lovely color. I don't know if you can actually see how see-through it is as well. Let me see. So yeah, beautiful pink color. So this is that butterfly pea tea. So what we're going to do once we harvest it, so we harvested it with a clean glove, and then we're going to wash it up in some dishwashing liquid. So in here I've just got good old-fashioned washing up method. So just give it a really good rinse. And as discussed in the book, in the recipe book, you can also use, you know, a little soft brush for cleaning. I personally just like to use my hands because I can really feel like if there's any little bits of anomalies, little bits of tea or bacteria or something that I don't like the look of, and I can sort of gently smooth them off and wash them with my hands. So that's my preferred method. And what we're going to do after I've given it a good wash off there is then I'm going to soak it for a little bit in water, and then I'm going to dry it. So, and I'm going to show you a new idea I've had for a drying rack as well. So I'll show you that in a minute. I'm just pulling off those bacteria pieces that I didn't like the other layer, although it looks like I've not been gentle enough in making a hole. So yeah, I've given it a wash, and then I'm going to leave it to soak in the bowl as well, just in some fresh water. And also, like it says in the book, if you like, you could also at this stage add some baking soda to the mixture, which would you know, help knock out that alkalinity. So I'm going to choose not to do that, at least this time, because I'm hoping that I'm going to get to savor a little bit of that pink color from the butterfly pea tea. So the new way I'm going to look at drying it today is I've just got these new rectangle racks, and they have little handles on the side even. They are for like a notice board or a photo board or something like that, and they're in our local shops at the moment. So I'm going to try lying it on here instead of our other bamboo mat. I really think the little star pattern might work out quite nicely. And I may even try jamming two of them together, sandwiching two of them together with my kombucha in the middle, and you know, giving it a little bit of pressure and seeing if I can sandwich it between there and dry it. And I'll keep you up to date as to how many days it takes to dry. So just for wanting to show you, I'm going to show you now what it will look like when I put it onto the mat and how I smooth that out. But I will actually be letting it dry soak longer in the water in the bowl there. But for now, I'm just going to show you so you know what it looks like when I harvest a piece of the cellulose and spread it out, given I haven't tried these racks myself yet either. Okay, so normally this would have been soaking, so we pretend now we've soaked it. Take off some of the liquid as much as we can. Not sure if I'm in, I think I am because I know where that was. Okay, so yeah, take off some of the liquid. I'm a little bit disappointed with myself. I got too rough cleaning on the middle and I think I've already got a hole. But anyway, it's so beautiful. So I'm going to give it a squeeze. It's pretty robust, but not when you go picking out the gooey bits off it. So when I lay out my fabric, I really try to think about where I want the pattern on it, where I want it starting and finishing on the edges, and try to keep it really even. So it's sort of about laying it out so that the square edges are also square on the edge, because it can get very, it's very manipulative. You can manipulate it quite a lot. So you want to spread it out. And I sort of just use the flat of my hand to smooth it out in the directions that I need it to go. And it really does start to take the impression quite quickly. If you do that, you'll see that when you pull it back, you can actually already see the impression on the cellulose. Hopefully you've been able to see that. But even more so once you've pushed it out. So that is completely ready for drying, just as it is like that. Of course, we would have one pattern on the underneath side more. But what I'm quite intrigued about doing is having a look and seeing if I could sandwich them together between two racks. And I'm going to see if I can be careful enough to sandwich them exactly where the same pattern is so that I get the same pattern through and through. And I've got a couple of crocodile clips. That I think I can do that with, so I'm going to attempt to line them up and sandwich them together. I might need a few more crocodile clips, I think, but I will adjust afterwards how many of those I need. That's looking pretty good. So I'm going to attempt to dry it. I might even pat it down on the top of it, because that was the thing that works so well on the bottom of it, is really spreading out that cellulose and letting it take the shape of whatever you decide to dry it on. So I'm going to attempt to dry this beautiful butterfly PET piece and maybe bring it to the next workshop. And I'm also going to update you. We've got lots of things happening in the kitchen today, lots of hibiscus dye getting ready for you for the workshop, turmeric, butterfly PT, so there's a lot of cooking and beautiful smells going on in the kitchen today. Yeah, see ya.